guys, it's me Pearly 5446, and this time I'm gonna talk about the worst summer in my life. It was this summer, so it was not so long ago when this all happens, but before I'm starting to tell the story, I just have to search for the game. This is gonna be good. So everything starts in 2020. Everything is normal, but suddenly I just had a really painful, it was like a pimple, but it never opened, and it was at the lower side on my spine. So it was down, really down, and it was hurt. So it wasn't neither in a good thing, and it was really painful. It was not the first time when this came out. So I went to the doctors again because it was the second or the third time when this came out, and the doctors are told me that wait, so it was wait, I'm telling it in the wrong way, because it was before this it just wasn't that painful, but I don't went to the doctor because it was before Christmas. So I was okay, I can handle this in the weekend, and then on Monday I will go to the doctors. Well, I tried 1 second. So I tried to go to another doctor because it was really, really painful. And then I was they just put a bandage on, and they just said that they don't want to open, so they don't want to have a surgery because it might get worse. If they would solve this problem on that area, that special area, but on 1 centimeter next to that area is gonna be the same problem. So they don't want to open it, and after it it don't I don't get any better. So it was painful, and I get a fever because of this. So, and then I just have to take painkillers because I just can't even sit, sleep, or do anything because it was painful. So I just walk like a grandma. I can't stand up straight because it was hurt. And then it was I went to another hospital because it was really painful, and I am I can't handle this anymore. It was on Monday, so I handled it bad at the weekend, and on Saturday I went to that another doctor. So yeah, on Monday I went to that hospital because it just wasn't had a it wasn't open at on the weekend, so I only can go on Monday. And the Monday I just went there, and they just told me that I'm gonna have to go under a surgery because it's not gonna get any better if they don't open it. So I got a surgery, and after that that surgery, I just like I thought everything is good and fine, but after 2.5 years, so it's in this year, on summer, it came up again. And I was like, it firstly was like a little bit painful, and it just like came up sometimes in this between these 2 years, but it just like I got a bandage and it got it just got better and healed and not caused me any pain. But this time it was painful, so I just went back to that hospital, and they just told me that I'm gonna have to go under another surgery. It was in this summer, and so I just went under another surgery, and they just told me that this was like bigger and it was deeper. So, and they are like, whenever they did the surgery on me, they just put a tube thing in this wound, so the wound would clean itself. And it wasn't a problem at first, not the second. Secondly, I get two tubes because it was like deeper, and but everything it was like at the first time they like I have had to stay in the hospital for 3 days. Second time I just have to like stay like I guess like yeah I got had to stay like one night, and at the another day they just change my bandage and I can go home. And it was like after the surgery it was like good, and it wasn't cause me any more pain. But after a while, to be exact, after 2.5 weeks, it just started to hurt again. So I went to that hospital again, and they just told me to get an ultrasound. They only like told me to get an ultrasound when they like do the surgery. So I was like, heck yeah, I will have another surgery. So they do the ultrasound. They told me that I will have another surgery. So I was like, okay, I just have to go under again and I will get better and everything will be fine. And so it was like this, but uh, it was like a little bit problem. So they at my first surgery in 2020 they do a blood test and like everything was good. In my second surgery in this like but in my second surgery that was in this summer, the first they do a blood test, and then the the third surgery that I have again in this summer, they don't do a blood test. They just ask for what my weight is, and I told them. And I must just like lose weight. I don't know, but they overdose me with that sleeping uh, stuff. So I just wake up like really hard. I just like can't wake up. It was like only a half hour, like, and after that I just wake up. But that half hour was like terrible because I just like not sleeping but not awake, so between these two. And I was like, my eyes were open but my mind wasn't there. So it was really scary for me because I wasn't know that am I dreaming or is this the real life. But after this everything was great. So I went home again, and then um, I just started to notice with my parents that I started to drink a lot. What is a lot? Usually I drank like 2 or maybe 3 liters a day, but with force because I don't want to drink anything. Uh, like I just don't feel thirsty, so I don't drink any water. Um, but this time I start to drink a lot, so I drink more than 6 liters a day, which is a lot. They say like if you want to be healthy in summer, you should drink 3 or 4 liter. So I just drink like 6 liter, and I was like always thirsty. And I already know what you guys thinking, and but wait for the end. So then the second thing that I noticed that I want like a lot of sugary things. Like I just I just don't want to eat any normal food. I just only want to eat like anything that has sugar and sweets in it. So I was like eating a lot of sugar and drinking a lot of water. I can't really sleep at night because I drink a lot, so I just have to go to the bathroom like 8 times in a night. So I just like wasn't really sure because I was really tired, but I just think that I'm tired because I don't sleep at night. And I just think that I drink a lot of water because it's really hot out there. Uh, but after a while, only like 1 or 2 weeks maybe, um, I just went to my doctor and um, I told her that I want to do a blood test. So they did the blood test. I just have to like go in, and they took my blood in the morning, so I couldn't like eat or drink anything, maybe just a few water. And it was already really hard uh, because I was like always like thirsty. And secondly, I was like really stressed because I have to drink a lot. I have to like go to the bathroom a lot. So it was like really stressful for me to go out like anywhere where I know that there is not a bathroom. So it was really stressful. But after like the blood test, the I just have to go to shopping for a few things, and after that I just can go home. And on the next day I just got the um, like the result. And sorry, I just decided that I will start just a new word because it's quite boring on the Hypixel, and I'm not gonna play any bad words because then I cannot speak because I'm just focusing on the game. So yeah, after on another day, um, my mother spoke with the doctor in like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe 1 o'clock before or after, I don't know. The only thing I knew, I was like eating like sweet things because that's what my body wanted. So I eat like fruit soup with sugar. So of course I eat a lot of sugary things, and my mother just called that don't eat any sugar. Your sugar level is high. Um, I guess just that my game is just a little bit broke. Okay, anyway, I don't know what is like this. Come on, work. Why is my... I can't see my arm. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so my blood sugar level was high. The normal level is like maximum 6. And my sugar level was 16 and 4. So it was like almost like 16 and a half. Which is just not too healthy. So they told me to... So they told my parents to like to go immediately to the hospital because my sugar is high. Um, so I go to the hospital. We don't really think that we will go in the hospital. It was Friday, so we don't think that they will do anything with me. But they said, yes, you need to go immediately to the hospital. And so we went to the hospital, that hospital who's do the surgeries with me. So we went and they tried to like do like watch my sugar level. You know that little machine where you just like uh, poke your finger with the needle thing and then just like put it on a paper thing and it just suck up your blood and tell you the sugar level. Well, they watch my sugar level and then they are just like, oh yeah, I know what happened. Okay, finally I get my arm back. They just wanted to watch my sugar blood level, and that little machine is just don't show it. Like it get an error, and I just start to feeling a little nervous. Like okay, I don't really think, and I just asked them that what's happened, and they said my blood sugar is high, and I just said what high, like 17 or 16, and they just said they don't know, the machine don't show it. So they just poke my arm with a needle, and they just take my blood into a little tube thing, and they just go to the labor, I think, laboration, I don't know. So they just watch it with a different machine. And when the results came back, I almost thought that I would just lay down on the bed and like stay there because the doctor said your blood sugar level is 44. Yes, compared to that 6, which is normal, it's like more than not the double, but more than like if I just never mind. So it's really, really high, and it's I just like I don't think it's good or it's healthy. So I don't really see the doctors like I don't see any doctors who are just like um put the infuse put that I guess in English I just got it infusion. I don't know. So I just a moment. Infusion. Yes, I call it right. So I don't see any doctors in my life who have just put the infusion so fast into a patient like me because I just got like a salty water thing to get my sugar down. So yeah, after it they just told me that I just have to spend at least 1 week in the hospital, and I was like, no, I don't want that. But they just say that I have type 1 diabetes, so I just have to learn how to pinch my finger, poke my finger with that needle, and do like the blood test in that small machine. I just have to learn how to use the insulin. Insulin. I don't know how to say it in English. I can't spell, and my grammar is bad. So, and I was like, it's type 1, because I like okay, I eat a lot of sweet things, especially because my body want it because the sugar from my blood doesn't like go into my organs. So it was like it wasn't there, and my body is just get that reaction that there is no sugar, so get more. Um, and after like they do the blood test again, they just like watch my uh, blood and my pee for some reason because they say that in my pee, because I just have to like take that to that blood test that I had in the previous day, and it was like already sugar in there. And if you have sugar in your pee, that means that the sugar don't like go to your organs, and that the beta cells, which made the insulin, are just somewhat like damaged or for some reason don't make enough insulin. Um, well, um, they just watch my blood and they found the autoimmune um, gains cells. I don't know. Um, so basically, the type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune thing. So my body is just start to killing those poor beta cells. So they don't give me enough insulin. So the sugar isn't go anywhere from my blood. So yes, after this, I just have to stay 1 week in the hospital. And do you guys think it's over? No. So after like in the third day in the hospital, when I have the surgery start to hurt again. So I was like next to the that part of the hospital because I was like so close to that glass level. I don't know where the surgeons like work. So I just like and I already have like an date, not So they just told me to like combat for the control. So I already have to went there, but especially because it was hurt, they just told me like, okay, like we will come to you, so you don't have to move out the room. So they come and they watch it and they say, okay, go to the ultrasound. And I already knew what this meant. So, but no, wait. So okay, they don't come to me. I just have to like walk to the at least 5 meter to get to the that room where they have the surgeons, and they say, okay, go to the ultrasound. And I went to the ultrasound and they say, you have to get a surgery. And I just said, again, like seriously, it was the fourth surgery of this type of things. So I just like, okay, fine. But because I have like diabetes, they just like, okay, they are gonna be like a little bit careful, and they are just like put that infusion needle in my arm before the surgery. So if I have to get like quickly sugar, because in my when they put me to sleep, it just go down, so they don't have to like wake me up or anything, or I just don't fall into coma, because if my sugar level falls down like too much, I could end up in coma or die. I don't know. I don't test neither of this, so I have like, when my sugar level is full, we just call it hypoglycemia. And when my blood sugar level is high, we just call it hyperglycemia. I don't know if in like the English people call it the same, but in Hungary we call it like this. So I just learned how to like give insulin to myself, because I just like have to, because if I don't give insulin to myself, my blood sugar level would be too high. So yeah, after this, like I just like it was like I was really stressed at the time, because I wasn't sleep well at home. I was in the hospital again, but I don't cry. I just try to accept it, and they just a lot of doctors talk to me, because if you think that if you have diabetes, then you just have to get insulin to yourself and you can eat whenever you want. Maybe if you are like having diabetes for years, you can do that. I don't know yet, but I just have to like watch the carbohydrate. I don't know if you say it in English like this. In Hungary, we just call it szénhidrát. So I just have to like watch it really carefully, like how much carbohydrate one product have, because the doctors told me like how much carbohydrate I can eat in a day. So I, who is like eating like 1 or 2 times a day before this, I just have to eat 6 times a day. I really have to like watch the clock when I eat and what I eat. So it's really hard, especially when they told you that you cannot eat your favorite food anymore, because I'm like any other girls. I like Nutella, I like chocolate, I like gummy bears. So I like so many things and I can't eat it now because it has too much carbohydrate and sugar. And it's not like the sugar matters a lot, it's the carbohydrate that matters a lot. Because the carbohydrate is like, um, if it has like too much carbohydrate and it's like sugar free, I can't eat it. If it has like low carbohydrate level and it has like sugar it, I can eat it. So it's a weird thing, I know, but and also I have to like watch, like, because like those drinks that I like, there is alcohol in them. I can't drink it because they would like uh, give me like really high blood sugar. So yeah, I just can't really eat anything, but I just learned how to use the insulin, learn how to like watch how much my blood sugar level is. So everybody is just learning at this point because it's like it's type 1. So I can't say that I get medication like in type 2 and I don't have to get insulin. I have to get insulin because it's it's gonna stay with me forever. They just say that it's not a sickness, it's more like a condition. I don't really care if it's like a condition or a sickness. I can call it like chronically sickness, chronic illness, because I just have to live with this for the rest of my life because there is no cure. And so it is painful to accept that like you are sick and you will not get any better. Like the only thing is for me to get better is like a really risky um, 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 so it's a really risky like surgery, which is like a transplantation to get my that part of the stomach. I guess it's like called pancreas. Like what have the beta cells and what is the that type of my but that part of my body that is like producing the insulin is insulin. So if I get a new pancreas, they say that I could get better, but there is a high percent that my body rejected, so I wouldn't get any working pancreas. I hope I pronounce it well. So yeah, the only thing I can do now is just like hoping that the vitamin that I just take every day, which is like good for the autoimmune things, I just slow down this process so I can like stay with this little insulin, I don't know how to pronounce it, level that I have right now, because right now I just got really little. So I just came out like from the hospital like 13 and 14 in the morning and everything. Now I have like 2 and 4 and 3. And I also use like two types of insulin. One is like Actrapid and another one is Trashiba. The first one is the daily, like beta vena. So that is that type of insulin that I give myself on the day. The second one is the long insulin. I give this once in a day and at 9 o'clock. So it's like help me to keep my blood level when I sleep, and it's like, I guess it just like keep the blood level well for 24 hours, I guess. So this is the reason why we call it long. So the another thing is the only thing that I'm not, well, not the only thing that I'm sad about. I'm sad about what I can't eat, and the mostly what I'm really sad about is I'm not the one who caused it. So it's in my genes. It could have came out like when I born. It could have came out when I was like elder. It could have came out when I was like adult. It could have came out somewhere in my life, or it could have not came out. I just like to like say it's kind of like cancer. Like some people got it, some people not. But the most things that I'm mad and sad about is that they picking on me because of my sickness. They think that I'm the one who caused it. I'm the one who eat like too much sugar. Listen, I'm okay. I eat sugary things because I'm like anyone else. Okay, I know somebody don't eat sugar, they live on like lettuce and vegetables. Okay, I know. But I do workouts. I'm doing workouts for like 1 year. And in the whole summer. Or at least when I don't have surgery, because be, after the surgery I cannot do a workout for like 1 month or like a few weeks at least. So I'm not the one who caused it. And they say if don't matter if it's type 1, type 2 or type anything, because there is like a lot of type of diabetes. You're not the one who caused it. They just say that the 2 type is like you caused it, but I don't really believe in this. Okay, if you are obese like and you just living on fast food and you don't move all day, okay, then you caused it. But type 1 is like not that type of that you caused. You're not the reason. And if you ever have like type 1 or type 2, it's not matter. Or if you knew someone who have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, don't pick on them. Even if they have type 2 and they cause it. No one that have like ever a chronicle or like a little sickness should have been picked on. Because it's already really hard for me, because it's like 2 months ago that I learned that I have diabetes and they pick up on me. If might I have like, if I had like since birth this thing, then I could have like handled this right. But sometimes I just like cry because I can't eat that, or they just pick up on me because, and it's not like a clothes or a personality or a hairstyle. I can change the clothes. I can change the hairstyle, and I can even change my personality a little bit. But I can change that. I just have this, and it's just gonna be staying with me for the rest of my life. So please, I understand that my language is not, and my grammar is not the not language. So my grammar and spelling is not correct. But I guess you get what I'm trying to say. So if you have anybody who are new that have diabetes and they just get bullied or picked on, don't let it happen, because it's you can't change it. Type 2 is like something that is like could have been disappear, could have been changed with medication, but type 1 is, this is gonna stay with me for the rest of my life. So please, in the comment section, don't attack me or don't say like mean things, because if you can't help me, then don't make my life harder. It's already hard enough. 4 surgery and 1 diabetes. And to be exact, 3 surgery and 1 diabetes in 1 summer. So yeah. And if you have diabetes and they just bullying you, then just think about that person, because they are dumb. They are dumb because they can't understand that you can't change this. They can't understand that you are just have to live with this for the rest of your life. And they don't understand it. Because I get a lot like, you are the one who caused it. I'm not the one who caused it. It's in my genes, my body. My body decided to go against itself. So, yeah. This is, I already tell this in like Hungarian language, but I decided that maybe I have a few viewers who like don't speak Hungarian, so I decided to do this video. So I hope you understand it, what I tried to say. It's really a bit hard, but after a while you will, and I will be able to live with this. If you have diabetes, you know what I mean. I'm still learning like what I can eat and what I can't. So I don't have any more anything much to say. So thank you for to watch this video. I hope you understand it. What I try to say. Bye bye.